Hey there, Mustangs. This is yet another celebration of knowledge activity. In fact, this is our second week of SAGE testing. We'll continue on with the language arts test, but more specifically, the reading portion of the test. As always, remain seated, please. Permanecer sentados, por favor. Please keep your arms, legs, and head within the cart at all times. Do your best, show how smart you are, and enjoy the ride. Good luck, Mustangs.
You should have found a stick of peppermint gum at your testing station. Please enjoy this refreshing treat as long as you are actively testing or double checking your answers. Keep the wrapper close at hand. Once you have finished and decided to submit your test, you will be asked to wrap up the gum and throw it in the garbage that will be brought to you.
Your M-Games personal training chart tracks your work on 4 important things: being on time, doing your best work, solving all problems, and checking all answers. At the conclusion of today's session, your proctor will stamp your card for as many of those categories as your proctor feels you earned today. For every stamp you earned, your name will be entered into the prize drawing at the end of the 4 weeks. Keep track of your card.
Also, your proctor may silently reward you with a mystery motivating ticket during today's session if he or she notices you are doing any of the appropriate test-taking strategies, such as using your scratch paper or double-checking your answers. They have to remain silent as they hand them to you, so don't ask them questions about those tickets in the moment. Your tickets can be scanned during lunch today to redeem your prize.
During the testing, all cell phones should have been kept in your locker or in the cell phone pouch in the room. If it's still on you, make sure to put it in the pouch at this time.
Please remain seated throughout the testing. If you need assistance, raise your hand and the proctor will come to you. Keep in mind, the proctor cannot help you solve or say any of the questions on your test.
As always, use your scratch paper to figure out the answers on the test. Writing down your thinking will always help you do your best.
Stop. Make sure you do not submit your test without your proctor standing next to you. When you finish your test and decide you are ready to submit, please raise your hand and the proctor will help you. They also will remind you what your score on the last test was in the previous years so that you can beat your score and see how well you did.
Once you have finished, you will need to sit quietly or read a book. No other activities can take place during the testing session, and you absolutely can't disrupt other test takers in the room. For this reason, we recommend you take your time and don't rush through the test. There is nowhere else to go once you're done.
All right, Mustangs, it's almost that time yet again. As always, you have a piece of scratch paper, hopefully several pieces of scratch paper, and I want to give you just a little bit of advice on how to utilize that in the best way. This is a 2-day test. I'm expecting to see around 60 questions on the test. That means we only want to get to about question 30 today. You shouldn't go beyond that. The only exception would be, sometimes there's a cluster of questions, and if you're right in the middle of a cluster and it really goes to 32, of course, finish to 32. I'd recommend that you take a moment and fold your scratch paper. Fold it like this, and then it will give you, on one side of a sheet of paper, 16 little boxes. So if you do the front and the back, on one sheet, that is 32 boxes. With 32 boxes, that should really be pretty close to how far you want to go today and no farther. If you go less than that, that's okay. But don't go farther than that because we've got plenty of time and we don't want to rush this. So really, 32 questions, shouldn't be going any further than that. And if you fold your paper as I showed you, that'll help you do it. The moment has come. Good luck, Mustangs.